Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers.
Good morning.
This may or may not be the first little segment that you see of the show. We went on a little shopping trip to Merchant's Fine Wine in Dearborn, and I've never tried doing it with this camera, splicing different segments together. With the flip camera, which was the original camera that we did the show with, it was very easy to, it was a very user-friendly camera in general. It was very easy to splice things together. I have not tried it with this camera because, like I said, it's not quite as, I think you have to read some instructions, unlike the other one, which pretty much you just took it out of the box and you used it. But of course the downside of that camera, the reason we don't use it anymore, was it wasn't waterproof. And it's dead now. But also the sound is better on this camera as well. So we'll see. If you see other segments, this is not the first segment that you see, you'll know that it worked out pretty darn good. So anyways, this is what we netted on our trip to Merchants. First time we've been there in a long time, because the beers that we've been drinking have all been purchased out of state for quite a while. So this was what we got from our shopping trip. Got a little excited once we got a little bit more through the store, so you didn't see us actually cashing out. But this is what we wound up with. $146 worth of beer. It was quite a haul there. And you're thinking to yourself, well, it doesn't really look like a lot of beer. How is that $146 worth of beer? Well, this certainly added a lot to it. Was a red rice sake. I had to have it. I was very curious about that, big sake fan. So that was a very significant portion of that. But some interesting beers that you'll see in future episodes. We have this Flemish red ale brewed with cherry juice. We have, that's the proof. We have the 17th anniversary ale from Unibrew. Always makes some good stuff. Something new that we haven't seen there.
I like Hebrew.
Very interesting beers. This is a Hop Manna IPA. And this here, very cool bottle. Very, very heavy too. It's Holzbach Oak Storaged Bock beer. Very nice bottle.
Which we might be holding on to for a while if it's a Bock, huh?
Maybe, maybe not. And
we got some Michigan
beer. We got a 10-hop barley wine beer.
Oh no, this is nuts.
No.
That we didn't.
I don't think we got any Michigan.
We got 6 Point resin.
We got a Mexican rye PA. What's this here? That's a gluten-free pale ale. Definitely anxious to try that. A chocolate beer. Did we get 2 chocolate beers?
We got a really high alcohol beer.
2 chocolate beers.
Well, we got, this is Evil Genius from B Nectar.
That's Michigan, yeah.
It's an IPA style mead.
Very hoppy
carbonated.
Mead. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
But anyways, we didn't put any of these in the refrigerator. We just got them last night. What's that one there?
This one is Gratzer Ale.
Let me see it so I can tell people
It's
about
in
what
another
it is.
language, so I don't know.
Okay. It's it's a sour smoked wheat ale.
Oh, and a barley
How are you
wine.
going to see that? Some big letters in the front.
Because I was reading the name of the brewery.
But anyways, like I said, we did not put any of these in the refrigerator yet, so we're not drinking those. And we have plenty of, or at least a few, older beers that we wanted to drink. So that's what we have this morning to drink. This is from Eel River Brewing Company. It's in California. They were the first certified organic brewery in the United States. Kind of, it seems like the organic thing's dying down a little bit. It was very trendy there. Kind of a silly thing if you ask me, the whole organic thing. But if it's your thing, that's cool. You know, you might want to check these guys out. But all their beers are organic. And of course that means they don't use pesticides. So tricky to get malt and hops that are organic, especially hops, because they're very susceptible to bugs and so forth. So, you know, they generally need to be, pesticides used on them. So they have a number of beers that they do, and this one here, according to their website, that's not how I would pronounce it, but according to their website, it's acai berry wheat, and it is an organic Brazilian berry, is what they say.
Well, it's because there's that accent mark on the C, that's why it's acai.
Okay, maybe. So it's 4%, very low alcohol beer.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And you can see it right there. Cheers, Tracy.
Cheers. Maybe that's
very
why it
light
seems
colored beer. has a really nice aroma to it. It's kind of reminds me of blueberries or pomegranates, or maybe like a combination of both.
It's very thin. Maybe that's why it's 4%. It's mostly water.
It is. It's very light. Well, the thing about it is, it's not. This is an American style wheat beer. It's not. So there's no yeast character. You know, usually people associate wheat beers. You know, they're thinking about the yeast flavor. There's no fruitiness, no tartness, anything like that from.
It's pretty thin.
You know, just a plain old wheat beer with an American ale yeast. There's not a whole lot of excitement to it. It's basically would be like a blonde ale or a light lager, like a Lincoln Lager kind of a thing, without the sulfury, crisp character of the lager yeast. So you're talking about a beer that's malty, not a lot of flavor to it.
It doesn't really have, it doesn't taste like beer. It tastes
So,
like carbonated water.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. It definitely tastes like beer. It's just a very light beer. But what you get in here is the acai berry, which has a very nice flavor to it. Like I said, blueberries comes to mind. It's not sweet at all. It's kind of tart, but I think that this would go so much better in a beer that had some yeast character to it, whether it be maybe a sour yeast or a little bit tart. Definitely some other fruitiness in there. I think the tartness would be nice. With this, it would really accentuate.
I mean, it's definitely clean. It's extremely clean.
Oh, there's definitely nothing wrong with it at all. It's just kind of bland, and I think that a nice tart yeast would really complement the berry. So it's not a bad beer. It's refreshing, and if
Good
organics,
for a hot summer day when it's 100 degrees outside.
Organics, your thing, definitely look for the Ale River Brewing Company, I think. Yes, there's a lot of hot summer days. Kind of a lawnmower beer, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If you're brave enough to go out and mow the lawn
on these, what do they call them?
Hot days.
Ozone action days or something. Air quality action.
Although today is supposed to be much cooler, although still hot as far as I'm concerned.
Well, 87 degrees is still...
It's hot.
It's better than 101.
Yes, so we have had a lot of those triple-digit days lately. And as you can see, sunburn. You can definitely get sunburnt out there. So that's what we have for the beers that you'll look forward to in coming episodes. So we do still have a few older beers in the fridge to go through. This week at 4th Street Brewery, we're tapping a cask, pretty exciting cask. It is called Mounds of Dark Matter. And what it is it's a sneak peek of an upcoming beer that I think a lot of people will be very excited about. It is, the base of the cask is Supermassive Black Hole of Deliciousness. Don't know if you remember that. We did it a couple years ago. It's a rye stout that we add tart cherries to. Now at this point it doesn't have the tart cherries, and so it's added to the cask with coconut.
Oh,
so
that sounds delicious to
hence
me.
the mounds
I love
dark
coconut.
matter. Now me, I can't stand coconut, but I'm kind of curious to see what it'll be like in a very interesting tasting stout. So something to look forward to on Thursday. I'm going to be running off to the brewery here in a minute. The beautiful thing is that I'm actually going to be coming home when Tracy's still awake, because Brian is going to be closing up tonight.
We're actually going to have dinner together, like normal people.
It's going to be a beautiful thing. So I'll be home like in the same day. You know, we're doing this episode, and I'll be home, and it'll still be the same day.
I know.
How beautiful is that? All right, that's what we have. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you this week at 4th Street Brewery. Take care and have a great week.
Bye.